In this video, I'm going to be going over how to calibrate and or replace the cutter on your Wenxing Palm Cut tubular code cutter. Buckle up, let's have some fun. All right, so here I am with the Wenxing Palm Cut. Here we have this Allen wrench tool that came with the machine. Of course, you can just use a normal Allen wrench, no big deal. I have the replacement cutter right here, and then I have just a little flat piece of metal. You can really use anything. You could use the head of a key blank if you wanted to. And as what we're gonna do here is I'm going to replace the cutter, but at the same time I'm replacing the cutter, I'm gonna show you how to calibrate the cutter because it's actually really simple and you hopefully will be surprised here. So, all right, so is what I wanna point out here. So when you take the cutter and you put it in, right? And at this point that's when you would spin it and you'd cut the key. Is what I want you to do is you gotta make sure that you have your machine on 0, okay? Not 1, not somewhere between 1 and 0 or something, right on 0 here. Okay, and you push the cutter all the way in, and it's what you're gonna see when you look at it before you calibrate or change. You wanna look and see what you have cooking in the oven here. Is it flat or is it not? Okay, so it should be just perfectly flat to the point where if you were to take like this little flat piece here and spin it, you shouldn't be able to feel anything. And then when you look at your cutter, there really shouldn't be any marks, or if any, just be very, very light marks, right? All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't really see anything to speak of. Biggest thing though, you just wanna make sure maybe it's just not too low either, right? So if you're having problems, it can be one of the main problems you're having. So make sure you got that perfect. Okay, so to replace it, or if we wanna calibrate it, we're gonna just keep it in the 0 spot. Is what we wanna do is we want to loosen this screw here, okay? So this is a screw for the cutter. We're just gonna loosen it. Now at this point, if you needed to recalibrate the cutter, this is how you would do it. Or if you were gonna replace it at this point, it's gonna be the same process. So let me just take that one out. I'm gonna grab the Kisa one, slide it in, okay? Now, I'm not gonna tighten it yet, is what I'm gonna do. So I have it on 0. I'm gonna put it in. Okay, I'm just gonna push this all the way in here. Okay, so we see it sticking out. I'm just gonna push it back, and then I'm gonna take my flat metal piece and I'm gonna put it over. Then on this side, I'm just gonna push it in, make sure it's all the way in there, which it is. Hold it like this. Okay, so on this side, I'm holding it flush, and on this side, I'm holding it flush, all right? Then I'm gonna tighten it down. Okay. I got it nice and tight. Let's put it out there. Let's take it out and put it back in. Okay, and let's look. It looks good to the eye, but let's put a piece over here and make sure we're doing good. So I have that there. Let's see. Yeah, looks good. I don't feel anything. And so that is how you do it. I mean, it's pretty basic and simple. And main thing is you really gotta make sure that you have it on 0, 0, right? Because of, as you change it, it essentially screws in on these ball bearings, which then raises the cutter on here when you cut the key. So make sure it's on 0. Make sure you get it nice and tight and it's flush here, and you're gonna have a winner on your hands. All right, so there you have it. That is how you can calibrate and or change the cutter on your Wenxing Palm Cut tubular cutter. Now, the cool part is, right, like I was saying, we have replacement cutters available. I think it might be the only one out there that does. Of course, I'll put the links in the videos for both of the machines. But of course, I would love to know, do you have any extra little tips or tricks you can add to someone who is using one of these? Any questions? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Well, I guess this is the end of the video, and it's time for you and I to part ways until next time. But hey, before you go, I really do want to make sure that you know that when you comment on our videos and you include the hashtag Lockboss, you automatically get hooked up to win cool stuff that we give away live here on YouTube every Tuesday. So we'd love to have you join us. We'd love to have you comment, and I look forward to reading them soon.